Hello, mateys. This is Skyver Scouts of the Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Today is Friday, February 10th, 2017. Sorry about that, but the camera's on 5% on the power soft today. It looks as close as it's been turning off on my videos on during the last morning. So I decided to do hurrying those up, and if a few minutes ago. So don't forget to subscribers do. So just remember that on last 10 months to the crazy couple caught, and most of you can't see your light, mateys. I see you. So one we have about the first scenes about Samantha, Millie, and Tony. Just had to be the one on ruined about the doorknobs, just breaking it on the locked, and he nearly Near death. Yeah. Okay. He goes to nearby. I'm gonna hit the shoes on, so I'm just gonna head outside. So we're gonna have to talk about the 2020 the minor priority characters on the crazy boyfriend. He has to do it excited to see how it's about her going up to, guys. So if it do have a washing on the doorknob stuff, crazy couple and caught, and sometimes it can do an aftermath. And psycho crazy boyfriend replacing the doorknob today. The first one is the first characteristics on the video, doing it on the fake sex in the bed. So Millie and Tony just kissing in his room, and he was distracting. She was can't hear her say Tony, Millie, and she was got mad at them. She was definitely, he could be literally just see what was going on. So he has to get in control. It's been a rain outside. So let's get to it. Onto the walking around the hallways on Las Vegas, Nevada. So when the Sam just opens that door, and she didn't make it to knock on the Tony's door, so she'd be damned. And then Tony and Millie just distracted from million of things. What did she say? What did they say? Get out of here! Get out of here! What the fuck are you doing? They both say get out for the Samantha. But what she did? And she was thanks to them to distract it. And she was a kicker. She says he kicked her out, and he closed the back door, and Millie tries to tug a war to the doorknobs, just broken the locked. But the Tony say, "Hey, who put the lock down to the door? Who put the lock down the door? You brought that lock! You brought that lock!" She was pretty mad. He is going mad for her, but he was totally. She was disappointed. She was very, very disappointed by him. But he could yelling like a bird, screaming like the eagle, saying, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" But Tony just runs around. But he gets mad. But she ruined on the sex kiss and in the bedroom on the fake. And what did he know? What did he knows about it? She can't hear it. She can't respond. Tony wants to hear some Samantha. When Samantha just can't hear it, and he was able to take Sparky, she says, no. She said, get away from me. And Millie just yelling at her. He's been confronted. She's got to able to be to pay it in about last 10 months. For the Tony's doorknobs, just most of them about the gray, and they're going out back to the mentioned Home Depot places in the Las Vegas. He was considering Mightiest very mad for Samantha did with his sister and his girlfriend going out for the Home Depot buying something about the golden doorknobs, and he's going to replace it in his room and tell it about 5 hours. When she gets paid, she gets worse to get on the rumor of guilty. She's nothing about the souls. For souls, she was communicating about 5 hours later. So Tony and Millie just came home, and Samantha just can't hear them. He said, "You're still up, man. He's still up." He said that 2 times. But she says, it's none of your business. She's minding their own business to Millie for confrontation to this man with Sammy, and she's gathering to sit. She is sitting on his bed, and standing beside of him, replacing the doorknobs. He's gonna able to behave herself. Well, like it says, definitely we'll see how it's going to. But just like that, it says it's probably the usual about the anyways. But when the aftermath, couple caught where the man just distracting them from after the 5 hours about kissing into the romantic. And just like a priority videos done in about a couple of 10 months last. Tony just gone mad. And he remembers that for a long time. And about from 2016 on 366 days. But he joins on Tony Tornado, play as crazy boyfriend on the minor characters, and the priority of this videos. It's kind of a realistic bad idea. He knows, but she says, what does he want? She's going away, but he stays in the hallway. I'm fine. Pretty good. Alright. That be damned. We don't want to touch anything, so we could get closer to get his about my brother's mad about and the 3,500 songs and the fucking communicating. So they got the piss for and the method did. So one remembered that, but he was a certain be not to be commentarily, but as those who not about the very most disappointed, when he was to say, "What are you doing? Get out of there!" But he yells at him, but she didn't apologizing for Tony Tornado and his girlfriend Millie. Just came home from Home Depot for the place in front of the golden new doorknobs, But the old ones should be great. The gray ones, they could be broken, led by the man that just broke off the locked. It's kind of like to be about most to kind of like the most of the interviews and show them about and frustrating. He gets mad at her as but he still stands in the hallway. She's not in his room, but she was filming on the place of the fixing the doorknobs. And she was decided what the scenes, how the most are doing here, how the most of we're going up to. And she was still standing in the defensive office size in the corridor to show him for the ballot, the very brokenable. The reason that they're asking to do the ballot, she was anyone else that wanted to take his place, and it's just not real fun about the crazy caught in love, and the Tony Tornado and the psycho crazy boyfriend brought her for the doorknobs from the Home Depots. It's in most of the places that about it, whatever you've done, and whatever you've done. And there's this, I don't know actually to be specials for you guys, Frankie was, no, we don't talk about Frankie anymore, so continue to, for the Tony and crazy boyfriend and characters today, to Tony Tornado, it's not anymore, so, continue to, fixing the doorknobs. If it takes every 15 minutes, and it could be inside in the corridor for the history channels, and one of the real lines today looks same thing, and about inside of the scene must be helpful, a good difference, everything, and like those about 20,000 subscribers. There's a lot of good things about following him on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, and finds the Twitch live stream, gaming channels, and Cockatoy, Talk, Tom around the hangouts. So just like that, just like Tony did, like a psycho, raging, and crazy. But he remembers that for everything, guys. But he's sort of the most of the confusing, defensive. But he goes to the against his sister. He tries to back into but she's not gonna break the new yellow doorknobs. That's the golden metal one. Everything like a game. So time for the ended. So tribute today for the very much things that interesting about the Alessandra Daddario and guest star for Henry Cavill from Batman vs Superman, Justice League from Man of Steel, Zurban Kinsley from The Jungle Book, and The Prince of Persia, and Gods in Egypt, and so does Gods and Kings. Well, that's gonna be about the upcoming movies. Stars Anima for February 28th. Could be starts about in the mid-spring. I'm gonna say beautiful life, personal life every time. Some actors do, like in my friend, like the friends and subscribers, actor and actress and directors, and one we have about Descendant to the VidCon 2017. But he looks like the Phil thing about specials, and most of you, but that's important, mateys. So that's where we're gonna decide to see to the canoe reefs for John Wick Chapter 2. I would say yes. Just like the first time I seen it, 2.5 years. Just in the case of romantic love and sci-fi action. So don't forget to subscribe to my content today. So follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, and find situation like stream, gaming challenge, Juggy Stone, Elma New Jersey, Then Moved, Cocker Story, Cocker Talk, Hangouts, and Tomalau and Play Store. Links description of friends on here, just as subscribers today, and actor, actress, director, and our subscribers. So don't have anything about the time today. So guys, so my videos on the time of day. Feel free to death. So don't forget, keep it rich, mates. So Jesse, so you can invite her to filming Los Angeles, California on YouTube. That's gonna be fun, like in LA. So your best friend loves you, Jesse. Your brother Jeffrey, your cousin Georgie and his friends, and parents, friends, and your girlfriend, Juliet. Have fun, Jesse. Welcome to the Los Angeles, California. Home, your sweet home.